and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the ears drag, right? This thing is sprinting. Okay? Now look. Since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare, the Sun Aurora, to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, good.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like, so why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. What we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got the South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the ears drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now, look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare, the Santa Aurora to the southern states, is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, good.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, Look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
Were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like I said, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get it ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. And what we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got the South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look. Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare, the sent aurora to the southern states, is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in all right, welcome on in, folks. My name is Vlad the Inhaler, and we're gonna get back to playing some more Disco Elysium. We were doing a premium stream on this last night. It was something else. You basically wake up from a drunken stupor, don't know who you are, but you're apparently a detective who was shit at his job, and you're then given the choices of this man, whether you want to become a good cop or a bad cop, or something of that nature. It's something. I don't even know. Let's hop into it, guys. All right, here we are. Round of applause to everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If you're popping in, thank you guys. Make sure to get your morning coffee. Oh yeah, check out the butt of the I'm saving here. Check this thing out. This thing is wicked looking. Look at this guy. Big old cone. Like, big old guy. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. Okay. Close lock on Wednesday. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good.
Why would I be here for that?
Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Why are you turning on me, bro?
So do we, Scott.
What
We were
exactly?
promised work.
What exactly is the goal?
There, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. It would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. But try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by.
I'm confused. Yeah, I
The
mean,
access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one, like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
these natives. Damn,
It
dude.
would be better for the neighbor. At least for if you can't get in.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do
Like,
anything
it doesn't
to
feel
stay
like that's
alive.
a nothing.
Right to work! Shameful. Cops do it. Bring backup. The gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity.
Let us work! Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I don't think I can. Man. I actually have no fucking idea.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise. Nothing. No, this one is a monster in disguise. No response. Wherever this woman is,
Monster in
the words
disguise.
fail to reach her.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Well, I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Tell me what?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The side walls and cafes are filled with...
Oh, she was just living in her mind.
I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is. Someone was.
Someone?
Someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters.
That really is confusing.
And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure.
This is Gabriel Buendero.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole. Diamonds. Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know.
Quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
So it's either what if the cargo is contraband, or wait, you get high off driving a lorry. I kind of like the wait, you get high off
It's so much
driving
more
it.
than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely a kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary.
This is
No.
an odd conversation, indeed.
If you don't know,
I wanted.
why would I want to do that? Loma, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Loman?
What do you think they take from?
No, Loman, diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the
Skinny
only one
man
I
who
can see
thinks-
from here. would never make fun of a real lawman here if it...
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what a client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't... Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go.
The skinny man, a poet, the only one you can see from here. One you can see from here. Bro, 60 cents. Dude, that's a come up. The poet right here. This motherfucker.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss.
So that is not the poet. Only one you can see.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
But he's not kidding.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These foreign tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamra.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance.
Fuck.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown.
I didn't think we were gonna succeed in that. That was pretty neat.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land. Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland.
I don't understand what any of this has to do with anything.
The border approaches. You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Excuse me?
I get longing. I felt some what the fuck? Excuse me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot.
This shit's
I dream of
wild.
these silly scenarios
I
in
don't
great
understand
detail
like
of
much
living with
about it.
them.
I don't understand
Comforts me.
the conversations that are happening are above my pay grade.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
You lost your gun. Oh man, that's bad news. Especially here in Marnaise. I hope you find it soon before things turn foul. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Ah man, me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But, those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now.
Just be straight with him.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Yeah.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
God damn. I actually have no idea. I've gotten nowhere.
It's the ledger you found in the oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck. It's just toilet paper, still wet. The toilet paper peels off arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case file.
Yes, how very childish. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to... Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. He's dead. I pray his loved ones never find... Rail spiked through the head. He died.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. It's proving to be harder than expected.
Okay.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read?
I don't know. I don't actually freaking know.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
No idea. God, I have no idea.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle. The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Oh shit, okay.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater. The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
Damn.
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. Very sturdy but light motor carriage, more likely than most to survive that jump. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was? That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
Probably the murderer of whoever murdered the dude in the courtyard.
The traffic hooligan. I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? If we must.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this. The lieutenant consoles himself.
Okay. Well, you know. Dude, this is a wild ass game. I'm not even gonna lie about it.
Let's good GM fam.
Yo, Crip Chuckles, welcome on in, dude. This shit's wild. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hello again, officer. How are things? Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either.
Uh-huh,
As
I'm
I
sure you
said,
don't.
I didn't write it.
I'm sure.
Even if she didn't write it, she should clean it.
We here. What is this?
This is Disco Elysium. This was free over on Epic like 2 days ago. It's a story-based game. Like RPG story-based kind of thing. You wake up hungover as shit. You have no memory, and you're a detective sent to solve this murder 3 days prior to waking up. Because there's a dude hanging in a tree that was murdered. And instead of doing your comp duties, you go on a 3-day bender, and then you wake up and now you're playing the game. And the game's like, are you a good cop or bad cop? It's wildly crazy. It's not bad. It's very different. A lot of text and narration and shit, but it's not bad. It's wild, dude. Like,
Okay.
She's probably not gonna do it.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do at this point. I have no freaking idea. I've got so many things I'm supposed to do, but I'm like not good at a lot of shit. No one in this crowd. There's like no one around here. See, I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking for. Talk to this guy. Who's this motherfucker?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? An hour would have been bad. 2 hours.
2 hours would have been bad. He's an alcoholic, man. I don't know. I have no idea. This game is wild. I don't know if like I should be. I don't even know.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? What happened, man? You used
to be cool.
Go get your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination.
Jesus. Maybe I should wake this guy up.
The worker isn't a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. You gently shake his shoulder.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This man could probably soundly ship's engine.
Are you fucking serious? Okay. We can come back here now.
A thin man is smoking.
Okay. This is new.
Occasionally sipping from his mug. This must, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing. If
Yeah, so you gotta do it for the investigation.
As a side investigation. If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush. The door doesn't.
Okay. So now we go talk to this guy, right? Secret path. It's a secret passage.
another thing. Great. I love those. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just that
You've never opened it.
warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
I haven't opened it. I cleaned the.
Yes, not that. They come here in the evening.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service.
We should find out who this Lord faction is. You're buying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we don't. We have to wait.
Loudness?
Sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind. Ah.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinet.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes? Yes, have you got it? Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money. Absolutely out of the...
You wait and see, cafeteria man. Absolutely in the question.
Absolutely in the question.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I guess thanks.
Forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed.
Like a stunned fox? Okay.
But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't
Oh
seen
yeah, I don't even know. It seems to be a pretty weird and shitty place.
says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world. Speaking of history, you know what year it is. Yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there. But now...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not.
Yeah, I didn't think it was one.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. Oh dear. And you were doing so well. But we should stop for today.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no...
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't...
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. It has something to do with...
I'm just a poor woman.
Someone more...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would... Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute...
Oh no, I'm just saying shit at this point.
Sequence killings taking place in Martinet.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you. Thank you, but perhaps another time.
Fine.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with...
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear.
She's not
Damn.
really lusting after those biceps, man. It's
Fuck it.
more like enough. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, summer 31.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
I'll buy it back. It's
Of course, dear.
I'm never buying it back. Ever. Not happening. Yeah, I'm still really confused on a lot of this shit. on the mechanics. Can I go get my tie back?
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I'm sorry for this. Yeah. I'm sure you would love to leave.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
I get my tie back.
This fan has torn. Has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend. And wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may the switch must be broken because the lights are on.
Wait, since I have a pen,
This is a ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the
not
board.
at all. Okay, cool.
Hello again, sir. Are you interested in a new and okay, sir. I'll try. My name is Annette. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signaling that the store.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. It's exciting to people, I guess. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Is
Head? Yeah.
No, it's your soul.
Soul.
Your blue. No, your resilience.
Ah. He lacks soul.
I'm not sure I understand. If you say so, sir. It's just maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
You may retry it.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her.
This is why.
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you.
Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I have no idea where, but I'm getting somewhere.
Somehow. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone.
Without my shirt on.
Understand what you've done
I
wrong.
really was a drunk fool.
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
That's probably true, actually. That's probably a fair point.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Don't leave us hanging like that, man. Open yourself to the experiences of the world. Expand your consciousness.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
I gained experience. Awesome. Okay.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Uh-huh.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls
don't know
down on the
what I'm doing. This guy's got some serious problems.
Your shirt sticks to your chest. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Sheets of rain over the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. The skyscrapers of La Delta.
I don't.
Will you ever go there? are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across urban coastline, rain, coal city, end of all lines.
My God, this is some weird shit.
Your hair is an oily mess. There's a fleet on the corner. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill behind the gates. Heaps Ladricienne, Kingdri, Couron, the lower middle
I'm just
class.
clicking buttons at this point.
Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
Very specific.
From the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns.
Have
Where-
a brother in the cut.
Where the hood? Where the hood? Where the hood?
Have a brother in the cut.
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
Sorry, it's back in the bowl. Because I want to get ready to go on a break.
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your coalition hero statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
A freight to the east. They sell them there. Ah. So I'm like only leveling up this one thing. Said down here between the trucks. What?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Huh? Oh, the bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and suck. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here.
Light that bad boy up.
Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills, logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Okay, so now I'm more intelligent now. Yes.
Welcome to it. Do continue, sir.
Come on, man. The hooler. It's just a greeting. A lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers. Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza.
Nope, not really. Don't care.
Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost it since he left. I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so apples. Yeah, apples. I take it you had other...
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit?
Maybe.
He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanux lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself.
Guess so.
Well. Well.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool
Yes.
narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
No use. He's not telling us.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her.
It's the old lady.
She's no lady. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told...
It could be. She...
All of them. I don't know.
All of them, but not all of them have talked, so...
I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
I'd like to see if I could get him to give me some money, but I know I'm not gonna get him to give me some money. Rude.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just...
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A friend?
Who is she to you, bro?
I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the... A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool...
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person.
We can't just let it go. It's part of...
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
Yeah, kind of.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is informational.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I know what it is. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Thank you, friend.
I'll find another way. I won't pester this guy. I won't pester him. Fuck it, though. I think I'm gonna go take me a smoke break, guys. So I'm gonna put you on a BRB screen. Yeah, we'll start this off. We'll pause it here, and when we come back, we'll do the talking to the fat dude. Figure out what this guy knows about the lady driver. Alright, guys, we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back. Back with a bit of a recording. And what we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. boom, boom, boom. You can see the ears drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, good.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, Look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
Were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like I said, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. And what we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the ears drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, okay.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, Look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
Were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like I said, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. So what we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got the South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was an X105, okay? The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is an X45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9. Okay, and then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, okay. Right. Let me check on all the stuff. See how we're doing. Thank you for Crypt Chuckles, Fight Like Hell, Akagumo, Bake Lulin. No, those were last night. Thank you guys for those reposts. Neat. All right, you guys. Thank you for.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't
It's
run
gonna be
Never
one of these
West.
guys.
You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Let him do the work.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Uh-huh.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peonist job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Men like this only respect two things. Strength. Time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I've been to your
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Thank you.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now...
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get it.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Okay. So we have procured the lorry. Yeah, okay, this is it.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy.
Let's get the pry bar from my kinema and smash in the window. I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
I mean, it was his plan. How can I say no? Alright.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the feet. A metallic drawer slides out from under.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust. Lets you see the handles are long, the pry bar cold.
Perfect.
For opening all sorts of. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the stick.
Okay. I think we needed the bolt cutters for something. Ah. Open this. So with the bolt cutters.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is in.
Does not really appear, so.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Yeah. No. I don't even know where you sell shit. What? If I equip this. Nothing. What the fuck?
This screen found from A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar, a glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your seat. The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Sato.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Peri-Ferik from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful.
I don't understand what he just came across.
But they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. A hammer, a pair of pliers, but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Huh?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The movie stars are still smiling from... Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all short. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. the nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too. Doesn't look like it.
I can't do nothing with it.
Inoperable without the dial key.
The smell of These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps, and gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio you close the rusty old lorry door.
I don't think I got anything out of that.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? All right, we've finished. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Well, yeah.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I thought that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
I mean, that kind of sounds good. I don't really know.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well,
I don't know what to say to that.
Unimportant.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It certainly worries some. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over. After you.
What now? Yeah, I'm a bad detective. before the last stupor where he what had me wake up and deal with his shit.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off.
If there is an investigation, it
Why
will
would I
be
want to
part
cut
of
him
the
off?
ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker a member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric and not a serious demand, but the stridency of it seems to have spooked them. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
What the fuck? You just bring super soldiers in here and drop them in a city? That doesn't sound good.
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco.
Very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
Oh god.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia. All we can do is keep that which is not from following
Yeah,
suit.
that's
One
true.
single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol Citizens Militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
That's wise. Our goal is to... If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him. Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them. He was 40. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
Why would you hire people like... Well, no, I know why you... Never mind.
5 days.
This is what happens when you buy super soldiers, yo.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet her soon enough, you feel?
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Got some money.
You want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes. A well-kempt, yet
He's not
tastefully
gonna let me
shaped
ask for money.
bob of
Bastard.
hair, while dull orange pearls hang from her
Damn.
head. Now look at you. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed.
But you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money.
Damn.
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
We'll level up endurance. I guess I gotta go try to do the preliminary on the body. He's wearing ceramic armor, actually.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Sounds disgusting. Maybe throwing up would be good for him? Try to walk it away. We're gonna go try to walk it away.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. This is wild. I have gotten nowhere.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm go easy on that stuff. It gave me...
So he's gonna get a headache.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces the second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
This dude's just weak.
Are you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
What is happening to you? Are you going to cry now, son? You heard the coach. This is weakness. It cannot go on much longer, or you will lose.
Well, these are all shitty options.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Then drive to the station. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. An appropriate attitude. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses.
Even he doesn't want to do it.
Get yourself together. Then come.
What's my new thought? Yeah, I guess start. Wait, what did he say to do? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I did that. I was like, what the hell? Hmm.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Ain't shit happening. Yo, we just got $1.
You see a heavy steel door with a... The man ponders his cooking utensils. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging. And shrugging is an international sign for no. Yeah, I don't know what's behind that door.
He does not know. This is not good.
Can I help you?
Hmm. Doctor going crazy. Hmm. It doesn't really ever say where you...
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of...
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
He shakes his head, slowly.
So where do you sell...
You see rows of top. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
To win who back?
Yes. Buy something nice. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
What?
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
There's supposedly somewhere you can sell shit.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers.
I can see you have a taste for luxury of it.
No, I don't care about. I want to sell shit.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
There's nowhere to sell shit. very confused. Like, very, very confused.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh.
Bottles clunk into the machine. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol.
No.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
A colorful display of there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic.
Nah, I'm recovering.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you're already...
Don't ask, don't look, don't do. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Maybe later. Okay. So we've got to turn in the bottles. What is this?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Is it worth it?
Here you go.
Eh. Yeah. Wow, stylish. Styling. I'm styling now. I got a raincoat, guys. Big ballin'. Y'all just don't even know. It's been like 10 minutes in game.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? Oh man, that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Yeah, 3%. Do it. Fail, of course.
You don't even have a bad...
That's brutal, man. But you know, time...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
That's,
In the name of God, what are you doing?
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a murder investigation to return to.
Bro, there's always time to make this guy look like an idiot. Oh, they're gonna be done about the same time. That's great.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding.
René, it's a little... Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of this fine day? Let me see. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would.
Yeah, you would like to assist. Yeah.
Good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later, when it had already moved.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This...
No, thank you. For being consummate I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been... God knows when.
Please, man.
Hey, officer.
Can I just have a bite?
But I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay...
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich.
Please.
Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides.
I don't have
Dear sandwich and he gets claws.
I got 5 minutes. Got fucking like 6 minutes to burn.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Madame, I assure you, we are...
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping.
Yeah, kind of. Something to hit you over the head with this.
There must be another way into the building.
We've tried this. There is no way into the building. Unless you can get good at climbing small trees, dude.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, alright. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you... There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell.
Yeah, we'll pass a bit of time.
A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Wait, is she...
Michelle, just please.
What the hell?
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for a month. I thought you didn't care.
Yeah, where are you going? I mean, if you were going to, like, Walmart, I was going to have you get some drinks for the food, but you're not going to Walmart to worry about it. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fine. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your hands are getting cold, and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being... Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Anger boils up in your chest. Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people...
Very confusing.
This is where you hung up the call the last time. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like no one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Gloria, Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways.
What?
Guttering.
So...
The strange alien.
It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is a good point.
That is true. The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
What the fuck? That's bizarre. Okay. Okay, so now I should be able to properly do the dead body shit.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands, the man before you is naked. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place, these are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Indeed. Technical ceramic plate. Under the heel. Farewell. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more arm after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic. This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Feels dangerous. Oh, do it.
The stench fills your nostril.
Stop! He's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
A small belt. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
It's anything but. This material is a kinet.
Faint, organic.
And it's
ancient white monster. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo.
Extremely. Industrial strength. The can used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pin.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. Yes, the debrief we got from the Wild Pines representative appears to be solid too. A lynching is what this looks like. By the way, when you get a chance, perhaps you should ask me to share the RCM brief with you. I'm pretty sure you've forgotten it. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate his corpse is marked by alcohol. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now it disintegrates slowly.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
Shit, Kuno! What the
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kids exist.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small
Awesome.
of glass.
In case we need it.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was sure.
The glossy-eyed corpse, his eye, dark brown hair, grow underneath the curdled meat. There is an expression, not carried on his features, but below.
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A mouth
takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Copper. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? Captain Copperdromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagine. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoony. Here you go, you loony. Because you have. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Ham. be onto something there. Into the what? In the past. Way out in the west. The Blue Heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down fucking hard.
He means force. It'll work.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blocked. As you narrow your eye, only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something.
So, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little spot.
Stop talking in riddles, coins.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique... The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Aye.
Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
But what else can we do?
There's nothing.
Yes, we do. I was really hoping we wouldn't. Do you...
Confirmed. It's unsafe. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer. He breathes out heavily.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fella's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
It's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the wall.
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not Kuno's study too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
God damn it, get your shit together.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down with. It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one.
This is the...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer. Take it and shoot yourself.
The cold piece of bakelite.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
Kuno is sight. The buckle comes into focus in your sights.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view narrows.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Point the gun at Kuno's. I really want to point the gun at the little kid. Just be like, really, motherfucker.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a molko.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's you.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like...
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
That's preposterous. You fucking hell.
We still need to get him down somehow. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up from the gates by negotiating.
To the gates. Let's fight.
Yeah, this is terrible.
It's the letter you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together. It's proving to be harder than expected. Is still strange. Why does it make you so angry?
It's shit. All right, we'll talk to this guy.
Last we saw, the race was being superseded by the Seminese.
All right. But I'm gonna go take a break. Take a smoke break. We'll be back in a minute, guys. Dude, the man, myth, legend has entered the chat. I didn't even realize that. Welcome on in, man. We're about to take a little break. We'll be back in like 5. Catch you guys in a moment. Recording. What we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years drag, right? This thing is
How you been?
sprinting. Okay. Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105. Okay. The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9. Okay, and then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, okay.
Way down there, southern hemisphere, to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, light out. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. What we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9, okay? And then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, okay.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, Look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like I said, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out. All right, what's up, man? Myth? How have I been? I have been good. Real quickly though, I wanna see what see what was the free game today on Epics. Real quick, hold on. Castle Beast. Looks kind of like a Pokemon kind of style. Might be alright. We'll get that and we'll play it later, guys. What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler. Give it a try later. Back with a bit of a recording. What we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere and what it looks like in a stable condition. This is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here. Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years drag, right? This thing is sprinting, okay? Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105, okay? The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9.
Awesome. Okay, there we go.
And then
Okay.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Do we punch him or do we talk?
Wait. Just ask for races.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma.
I was
Why
trying
would
so
I
hard.
share it with
Um,
they do not have the devotion for servitude.
Sounds like hold my beer, lol.
it sounds like that's the only option we have. I don't think I'm gonna knock him out.
Don't be vulgar.
Maybe we'll try some of this other dialogue and hope.
Little to do with this.
And hope, because I don't.
Race enigma. Much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have...
It is true. I don't know.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural of the Semines ring. The Semines are the South Island. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow street, no. I have heard about it on the radio.
You would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of...
Yes.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of race. Chipa, the heroic races. Chibe, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? I knew you.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Type B are, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of a distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and the Koiko, the countless micronationalities of the Vasholians, those are a receding genetic pool has led them out on reprehensible street parades. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Mateo by the golden Pisantic Sea. The other large Mundial civilization
Blah, 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 blah.
of Cebu, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental Tipa is in retrograde. The Semini, the Areopagitans, the latter.
Nature was not capable of more.
Tips, the F are a museum of failed chimeric lesser race. The mosquito is born sterile. Then there is the Koiko, this but enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the you understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded it. You need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Basholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
Yes? Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, the RCM... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. They didn't identify themselves in any way. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. That's right.
Start shooting, LOL.
Dude, so in this game, you start the game, you're a drunk piece of shit detective who was on a bender when he got to this case, and he lost his badge and freaking gun. Yeah. You're a piece of shit detective.
No, it's not a particularly. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case.
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult. That's commendable. Was there anything else?
He thinks solving this, he can redeem himself.
Well, no, he really didn't. I think this case he was gonna like quit and went on a drinking bender, and then he has amnesia and doesn't remember shit. And now I'm piloting, and he's gonna get his job done.
Good.
What if you did it? Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
I mean,
maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
And has led you to this conclusion? That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. I find that highly unlikely. It's not
I do
unusual
too.
for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended.
so how do we? I'm so confused. I have no idea. But guys, I'm going to save it. I'm going to take a break for a while. And then we're going to come back and play some games with Gumo later. In about 2 to 3 hours or so. And then play some Vintage Story with Gumo. And then we will probably play that one game we just got from EpicGames.com on a little premium stream. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and put you on a BRB screen and load up a raid for you all. Thanks once again for everybody hanging out, coming in, and stopping by. Hey guys, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon.
What's up, everybody? My name's Vlad the Inhaler, and we're back with a bit of a recording. What we're looking at is Earth and our magnetosphere, and what
how about we raid Gumo
in a stable condition,
and
this
then
is what it might look like soon. Now, why, you might ask? Because of this right here, Earth's magnetic field and pole movement. Boom, there you go. See, this is North Pole. We got the South Pole over here. Time dates, right? Now, why is this important to you? Look at these jumps. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the years drag, right? This thing is sprinting. Okay. Now look, since the Carrington event of 1859, they estimate that was next 105. Okay. The next recorded solar flare that sent aurora to the southern states is next 45 in the early 2000s. Next, you have in 2024, you have an X12.9. Okay, and then earlier, a few weeks ago, we had an X2.9 do the same thing. And now you can see this graph. That is a plummet downwards. Now, what is that resulting in? That's resulting in stuff like this. Follow me. Oh, okay.
Way down there, southern hemisphere to see that, but the northern lights are almost never visible in places like Texas.
Yes, look at this beautiful red hues light up the skies in 21 different states. This is a look at the view from Colorado, but they were also seen in places like South Dakota, Virginia, and Iowa. These
year, back in May of 2024, when you were able to maybe see them with your phone as opposed to seeing them with the naked eye. That's kind of the situation for Huntsville, for Northeast Alabama tonight. If you really wanted to see them, you'd have to be essentially north of Interstate 70.
were taken last night, and it's actually pretty rare to see the northern lights give off this red tint. The most common color to see is green. That's
Now, like I said, why does this matter to you? Well, it matters because of this chart right here. This means here soon, these flares and aurora are going to affect your electrified world and mine. So you probably want to get ready and keep an eye on the sun. Till next time, flat out.